Hi, and welcome back to XPlane 11. This is actually the following day from me trying it out for the first time. I ran into a couple of issues in VR and everything, with, like, in the recording, in the other aircraft, if you click on some of the instrumentation, it comes up in the window and everything, which sort of slightly spoiled and obscured things. So I thought I'd dip back in, just tweak some things and have a mess about. The other thing I noticed as well was the actual frame rate, at least down near the ground in the recording, is pretty shocking. So I'm doing another recording with graphics turned down slightly. The thing I would stress is in the headset, it can be a wee bit jittery at times, but on the whole it's actually okay. So the recording I did last time absolutely doesn't reflect how it feels in the headset, sat here in the cockpit. So yeah, I've tweaked some settings, toyed with some stuff. The one thing I will say is, yesterday when I first ran this up, I ran into all kinds of problems getting VR going, and that, not actually getting VR going, but actually figuring out how to interact with the simulator in VR, and I had some problems and things didn't quite make sense. The more I've used it, the better it seems to be behaving. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but it seems to have settled down. It seems to be working okay. Maybe it's just down to me actually knowing what I'm doing better. Anyway, I'm just going to take this for a little spin and see how this goes. I've also figured out how to set the rudders. So on this joystick I've put the rudders on the left hand joystick, which may make things go smoother or may make them go worse, but let's give this a go. So brake off, let's grab hold of the yoke, give it some power, right, give it some rudder to counter pull to the left. I didn't put any flaps on this time. I've also set the, so I'm taking off from Edinburgh again. I've set the time of day to be what it is here. Actually set the time and the day to what it is here. And also set the weather. I mean, this isn't what the weather's like here today. It's actually very wet and warm today. But I've just set it a bit sort of mistier and things like that. So as I come up now, having tweaked the graphics and everything, I'm very much noticing straight away that it doesn't look quite as well defined outside, but it still feels quite good. I mean, for the most part, the whole point of this is just how realistic the cockpit feels and actually interacting with the cockpit. So I'm actually okay with that. Right, let's see if I can level out a bit. Right, just try and fly level for a bit. So I'm just going to fly out a wee while and then kind of come back round, come in for a landing. Mostly I just want to see how well this records. Oh, the moment I look away, I've got to say though, this does still feel really, really good, especially for the price I paid for it. Right, let's come round. Just going to do a... Oh, this isn't turning into a good turn. I'll try and keep it level. I'll try and do a kind of standard turn and keep it level. There we go, that's about right. We've lost the airport though. Just straighten out for a second. Ah, there it is. Bloody wind keeps getting in the way. So in terms of flying this and recording and everything, I'm not sure quite what I'm going to be doing and whether I'm going to be doing much recording. I did this morning try a few different things. So one of the problems I've got is I, as much as possible, try and use a particular VR recording plugin in OBS, whose name always completely escapes me. Is it OpenVR or something? I can't remember what it is. But it takes the Steam VR headset, output or whatever, and just records it, and that works great. But there are quite a few games that don't support that, or all you actually pick up with that is just the Steam landscape, which anyone who uses Steam VR will recognise. You just see that and a little logo for the game you're playing. So what I tend to do in those cases is I record whatever preview window the game has. So that's what I'm doing with XPlane 11 at the moment. Because it seems to, when you're in VR, it seems to show a square display, which I take to be, I think it's the left eye that it's creating for the headset. I'm using OBS to record that window, but crops in quite heavily just to make it a better display, a bit more, kind of oblong display, as it were, or whatever. Let's keep going down here. I don't even know what direction the wind's going in. I don't know if I'm going upwind or downwind or whatever. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm recording. So technically it should just be showing exactly what I'm seeing in the headset. But I was definitely seeing a lot of jitter that I wasn't really seeing in the headset. That said, I did find I was getting some jitter in the headset when I was recording yesterday. And this morning, as I've been playing with this, I've swapped between a few different light aircraft. Like I loaded up a microlight that's in the game, which I'm definitely going to record some of. And it seemed a lot more responsive, so I feel that this particular cockpit is probably very heavy on the textures, very heavy on the detail, and probably costs a lot more to render. I did try a couple of other things. Right, let's try turning a little bit. I did try a couple of other things. I tried using the Oculus mirror, which obviously does work. I can see what the headset's seeing, but it was way too zoomed in, the actual mirror, and none of the settings I messed with. Let's just try and make this okay turn. None of the settings I messed with made any difference. I couldn't really get, sinking a bit. I couldn't really get a good, I just couldn't get a really good recording out of it. So I'm back to trying to use, there's a runway, there it is. Right, gonna drop some flaps. Watch my speed. I'm sure anyone who actually knows how to fly aircraft properly is probably horrified at how I'm flying it. So yeah, I've come back to just capturing the main window, and I'm going to see how it goes. I mean, having dropped the graphics settings a bit, it's a lot smoother. I'm finding it's a lot smoother. There's a lot less detail on the ground. I'm way too high and way above the glide slope. So yeah, there's very obviously a lot less detail on the ground, but the cockpit still looks nicely detailed. And so that's the main thing I'm looking at. I'm not really playing this or flying this for the scenery. I'm flying this for the experience of actually trying to fly the aircraft. This is the thing I really wanted out of a decent general aviation sim, was something that would feel realistic. Right, I'm kind of more on the glide slope now, so let's try and keep it steady. Watch my speed, give it a bit more speed. I'm sinking a bit too much there. There we go. I haven't put anything on the toe brakes yet. Unfortunately, while the configuration is actually pretty good in terms of being able to reconfigure all the things on the controllers, the one thing that was a slight disappointment is you can configure the toe brakes, but only the left and the right. There's no both toe brakes as far as I can see. Right, let's bring flaps up and let's go for a takeoff again. So either I'm missing something obvious, or there's no way of assigning both the toe brakes to one button. Oh, there's a train! There's a train ahead of me. Ha! The other thing I haven't figured out how to do yet, if you can do it, is turn on any kind of AI traffic. I have seen mention of it, but it's not clear to me if it's an add-on you need to buy, or there goes the train. Where's it going? Oh, it's just disappearing. It literally just gets to the end of a track and disappears. I don't know if that's supposed to be a tunnel or something. Let's come around this way this time. So what was I saying? Yeah, AI traffic. So I'm not sure if it's something that's actually in the game. Yeah, it's definitely something you get in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's been in there since at least Microsoft Flight Sim 2000, I remember. So going back like 20 plus years. I don't know if you get it out of the box of XPlane 11 or not. But I'll figure that one out. I did see some kind of forum post or whatever that mentioned it. But I did that slightly annoying thing of, I was reading on my tablet last night, made a mental note but didn't make a proper note really, and having come in here I can't actually remember what the conversation actually said. Can't see the runway properly. I don't know if I'm parallel with it or not. I think I kind of am. Damn though, this feels so good. And I definitely feel like I could turn the graphics up and actually get a good experience out of this in VR. I'm not sure I get a great recording experience is the problem. So it's definitely going to be one to try and figure out. I mean, my machine is no slouch. I got I can never remember the processor stuff. I don't do hardware, but I got a 3060 in here as well, which does pretty damn well for most games. But yeah, as I keep saying, it's not that big a deal that I've turned the graphic, because I think I've got a medium. It's kind of set to medium for detail and textures and things like that. Yeah, as I keep saying, it's not a biggie in terms of you have a slight lack of detail outside the cockpit. It's mostly I'm concentrating on what's going on in the cockpit, and all the dials and everything here all look actually really quite detailed, especially if I kind of zoom in. They look really good. It weirds me out when I zoom in like that, because you get this kind of weird distortion. But it is handy for, you know, like if I want to look at that bit more detailed. Ooh. Ooh. Stall warning's not good. Not paying attention to flying. What's the correct order of doing things? Aviate, navigate, communicate, something like that. Forget the rules. I was playing communicate before aviate. Right, let's come for a nice little turn back round. Try and keep it a steady turn. Oh, wings tipping and nose is dipping a little bit. Oh, nose is going up now. This does make me wonder how much this compares to flying for real. Oh, turned way too quickly. I mean, this is the one time where the lower resolution of the outside is a bit of a problem, because that actually did make it a little tricky for me to actually spot the runway for a moment. See if we can bring it in again safely. So there aren't that many aircraft in this out of the box, but I'm not sure I really need that many. There's that thing with flight sims where you either want to just fly so you can actually properly simulate flying and try and learn how to handle a specific aircraft. I just want to jump in and fly all the things. And out of the box, this is not the sim you want if you want to jump in and fly all the things without, you know, paying for extra aircraft. Coming way too fast. Let's get the nose up a bit. concentrating on putting it down first. Come on. There we go. I'm down. Wasn't the tidiest landing, but I'm down. Yeah, I really need to figure out the best way of doing the brakes. Because I don't have that many spare... Actually, do you know what? The grips aren't doing anything. Maybe I should put the toe brakes on the grips. That would make sense, right? Because they're not doing anything. Okay, so let's pause. Let's see if I can do this. Advanced menu. Oh yes, you can't get to the settings in the advanced menu. You've got to go and do it. This is a slight annoyance. I don't think... Oh, hang on. Maybe I'm being unfair to the game. Windows, views, flight config. No, that literally is the flight config. Main menu. Resume flight configuration. Okay, resume current flight. Yes, it looks like you can't. Oh, settings, there we go. Whoa, that was weird in the headset. So let's see if we can do this. Number 2, middle finger trigger. I've got nothing on there at the moment. So let's do, hang on, left controller, yes. Let's do left toe brake on that. And then let's right controller. And number 2, I've got nothing on that. Ow! Ow! What went wrong? What went wrong? Number 2. Hang on. Right controller. Number 2. Every time I click on that, it does something different. What's going on? It keeps changing. Right controller. Number 2. I'm clicking on that. And it changes. Right controller, back. Okay. Number 2. Oh, just. Okay, this is frustrating. Oh, do you know what? I think it's actually. Okay. You can't. You have to use the opposite controller. Because when you select a particular controller, if you click the button, it then jumps to whatever it is you're doing. Okay, so right toe brake on middle finger trigger on the right, and left toe brake. Okay, let's try this. And pause. Yes. So both brakes. So I have to remember to not try and grip stuff. Maybe I should actually swap the triggers for grip, because I feel like... no, but then... Yeah. For most games I actually have it so that the side button, the grip... Oh look, the toe brakes actually do their thing as well. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. So I should be able to turn with the toe brake. Cool. Oh yeah, I can steer with the toe brake. Or I can steer with the... I'm not sure if the rudder also does the nose wheel. I did notice there's a separate nose wheel thing you can select from as well. Right, so yeah, the more I mess with this, the better this becomes. Oh, I see. So, yeah, I'm feeling more and more confident with this in VR, and it's feeling like it makes more sense as well. So I haven't tried any of these really big aircraft. The Phantom is quite fun. There's a blackbird. Okay, gonna have to try that at some point. So the Phantom I was mucking about with just a wee bit earlier. Let's see how this goes. Right, can I remember? Unpause. Let's just, can I put you somewhere less in the way? There we go. Right, that's the brake. Take the brake off. I need to pull my arm up on my chair. Let's have a look. Rudder's working. Let's go for it. I got no clue what I'm doing in the cockpit. Not even sure what the rotate speed. Whoa! Not even sure what the rotate speed on this is. Gear up. Where's my airspeed? Right, that's the radar altitude. Indicated airspeed. That's what that's got to be, right? God, this is so much faster than the Cessna. Can we go over? Let's see if we can go over. Come on, you can do it. You can do a little plane. There we go. Well, I like how the sun's kind of come out as I got higher up. Oh, it's another airstrip over there. That's interesting. What's that? I don't think I knew there was an airstrip so close to Edinburgh. Well, let's go and investigate. Is that an airstrip, or is that just like an industrial estate or something? Nah, it's definitely a runway, isn't it? I'll have to check what that is now.
Sink right, sink right, sink right.
Let's get low over the Pentlands.
Sink right, sink right, sink right. Hold on. Hold on. Sink right, sink right, sink right.
Nah, we're good. We're good. So interestingly, I feel like the cockpit in this is smoother on the whole than in the Cessna. Completely disoriented now. Can't remember where I am. It looks like Pennycook down there, I think. Is that Pennycook down there? It's probably Pennycook down there. Let's see if I can orient myself. Maybe not. May have come a bit further than I realised. Right, so that's basically work down there. That reservoir I know. So let's see if we can orient ourselves. Oh, without blacking out. So where is... let's have a look. Let's have a look. So that river down there. Aha. I'm trying to... the landscape is kind of close to what I know, but it's not spot on, so it's kind of hard to figure out exactly what I'm looking at. Hang on. Let's see if we can figure this one out. Ah, right, okay, I recognise that down there. So that's the Gorkley Moss roundabout down there, which makes this Roslyn village, which where Roslyn Chapel is, for anyone who knows the Dan Brown books, I guess. So this is work down here. So that makes this down here.
Pull up. Pull up.
Roslyn Glen.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull
This
up.
patch of
Pull
grass.
up. Pull up.
It's interesting how I can recognise stuff in the landscape so much better higher up. Lower down in the Cessna or whatever, it kind of felt like it didn't all make sense. It wasn't all really there. Right, so this here must be Pennycook. Cool. Right, what's the chances of being able to land this thing? And where the hell are the flaps? Does it even have flaps? Do they look like flaps there? That lever there. Let's see if I can put it in level flight. Let's just let go of that for a second. Put it in level flight. What does that do? I don't know what that did. But it doesn't seem to have... I don't know if this thing even has flaps. There's still quite a bit of interactive cockpit. It's got to be so... oh, there's even a drag chute. Oh my god. Right. Where's Edinburgh Airport? That map's really hard to read. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Why would you pull over to the side like that? I think it was just where I'd left the joystick. So with the joystick, it's certainly in the configuration I've got... ah, there's the airport. In the configuration I've got it in, unlike everything else where you have to hold the trigger to hold, I've just noticed there's an actual VR magnet pad for the... that's actually really cool. All that time I hadn't noticed that. Is that Whoa, whoa, whoa. Have I just screwed up my, oh no. I kind of want to zoom in. Right, let's see if we can orient ourselves. I feel like I'm going incredibly fast. I am going incredibly fast. Oh my god. So if that is the speed indicator, I'm doing what, like, I was doing like 500 knots or so? How do I slow this thing down? Does it have speed brakes? I don't think I'm going to be landing this. I don't think I'm going to be landing this. Let's see how it goes. Alright, speed's coming down. Let's put the gear down. It's going to be a rough landing. This is definitely going to be a rough landing.
1,000.
Sync rate, 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 sync rate. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, sync rate, pull up, sync rate, sync rate.
30,
Get down.
20, 10.
Where's that drag chute? Oh. Bridge. Apparently I crashed. Oops. Can I where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Views. Circle. Oh, I broke my aeroplane. Oh, left flaming parts all over the place. I think I broke it. Definitely broke it. That's not what I wanted. Because what I want to do is I just want one last little look at something. So let's have a look. We've got a 737, 747. Oh, let's just go nuts and go for a 747, right? I just want to see what the 747 cockpit looks like. Whoa. I need to just, there we go. Damn! I feel really high up. Speed brake. There's flaps. Where's the actual brake, do we think? How do I select all these at once? There. Okay, definitely got brake on. I just want to point out though, holy hell, this feels so realistic. Like, wow. Anyone know where the brake is? What's that there? Is that the gear? That's the gear. I'm looking at that there. That's a long way to reach when you're flying on your own. That's the speed brake. Where's the actual parking brake? Do you think that's it? Flaps. Oh wow, you've actually got to pull it up. You can't just accidentally drag it. That's kind of cool. Whoa. Yep, that was the brakes. Let's see if I can take off. That's my speed. I'm not sure the runway is actually long enough at Edinburgh. We'll find out. It is. Gear up. Whoa. Oh, damn. Oh, speed's falling. Wow, I really feel like I need multiplayer. I need to pull flaps back up. Flying this on your own is actually really tricky. Because everything's so far away. So there's the autopilot, yeah, the autopilot and all that kind of, is that autopilot? I think, yeah, I think it is. So it looks like all that stuff works. So I'm going to have to remind myself how to fly. Heading, vertical speed, altitude. Not sure if this is now flying itself. But I'm just enjoying being sat here. I think it actually is. Although so how do I, oh you do, you literally grab that and turn your hand around. That's so cool. So I can set and indicate speed. Is that going to auto throttle? Is the auto throttle on? It's actually quite hard to see. There's a lot of this I've forgotten. I used to know how to do this. Playing Microsoft Flight Sim 2001 long time ago, but I've completely forgotten this. But like, oh my goodness, all of this works. All of this works. This is amazing. How are we doing? We actually don't seem to be in bad nick. Kind of going around in circles. The displays are incredible. There's half a seat down there, I think. Yeah, there's half a seat down there. Okay, so the altitude is definitely still going up. So I'm not on autopilot yet. Thought I'd set it to, hang on. Ah, there we go. Right. Are we in a dive. Right, I want you to go 22,000. There we go. Okay, no. Flap over speed. Your indicator airspeed is above the structural limit for your extended flap. Wait, I've got flaps still extended? I'm going too fast. This isn't going good. I didn't think I had flaps out anymore. You crashed. Oh, I broke my plane. I broke my plane. Oh no. Oh, my poor plane. Also, can I just point out how terrifying it is to be sat in VR watching this happen. That messed with my head. Oops. I didn't think I had flaps out. I did, didn't I? Look, I think I got a little bit of flaps out. That's annoying. I could have sworn I put flaps back. Let's see if we can see. Get in the pilot seat. Oh no, would you look at that? I didn't push it all the way. Damn. This is why you need co-pilot, just to check that you're actually not being an idiot. Wow, there's no way a video is going to do this justice. Absolutely no way a video is going to do this justice. But like, you have to realize that I'm literally sat in a cockpit here. Literally sat in a cockpit here. It's here and it's in 3D space and it feels correct. It's just, yeah, here. It's amazing. Right, anyway, hopefully this will have recorded okay and the frame rates won't be horrific. I mean, whatever happens, I may still upload this anyway, just because I've had so much fun and it's all good practice. This has been such a pleasant experience. This has been actually really smooth in terms of getting around the interface and doing stuff and everything, compared to my last dip into this. Is there just a reset? There's a replay. End replay. Ah, that's just right. Okay, that lets you replay the flight. Can I just? I don't think there's a. Ooh, ATC. Whoa, go away. Can I? I can close you. Oh no, apparently I can't close you. That window is right. How do I get rid of it? Okay, I can resize it. Is that appearing on my... Oh no. Oh, it is floating in space in front of me as well. But how do I get rid of it? There we go. Okay, I can close it. Windows, settings, map. Oh, I can pull up a map. Ah! Can I resize that? There we go. Can I size it sideways? Oh, I can. Can I just grab it and put it somewhere more sensible? Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Oh, I like this. And I can zoom in. That's nice. That's nice. Wow, it's a bit worrying that my plane's facing the way it came from. I feel like this is tanking the frame rate just a little bit. Right. File. Main menu. There we go. This is so cool. I'm going to save the Blackbird for another time. The Blackbird needs a look. This hangar is incredible as well. I can walk around. So I can go and have a look at these various aircraft. They're all dinky. That looks nice, that'll be fun to fly. But then you got this wonder here. This is amazing. Actually just walking around. Can I go up the stairs? Oh, I can. Whoa. Do you know, VR in this is actually really well done. I found it a bit janky to start with. But actually, it seemed, I don't know if it is that, like, I can get on top of there. I can. Can I get on top of the, I can get on top of the aircraft. I don't know if it's just a case of I'm more used to what I can do in it now, or that kind of thing. But yeah, it seems to be behaving itself a lot better. It seems to have settled down for some reason. So yeah, these textures aren't, you know, it's not super detailed texture, but that could be because I've actually turned things down. But I don't care, because like what matters is inside the cockpit, and yeah, it's actually super detailed in the cockpit. But anyway, I should stop this now. From this, so yes, let me try that again. I'm really still quite amazed by this. From this second dip into XPlane 11 in VR. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.